The house of the Blessed Virgin Mary is said to have been moved from Nazareth to its final resting place in Italy, the foundation of which still remains in Nazareth. There are two stories of how this house came to be moved. The first story is that a rich family deconstructed the house brick by brick and then moved it across the ocean to Italy as a wedding gift to their son Niceforo de Angelis. However, another story exists that includes testimonies from eyewitnesses and the building of churches along the house's journey that otherwise would not have been constructed. The house is said to have been moved by angels traveling through the sky. The house disappeared from Nazareth on the 9th or May 10, 1291, and reappeared in Tersato, Croatia. It remained in Croatia for 3 years. The Blessed Virgin appeared to Father Alexander Georgievich and explained whose house this is that had appeared in his town. The story goes that at night on the 9th or December 10, 1294, the house disappeared from Tersato and landed in the port of Ancona, now known as Positora, where it stayed for 9 months. The port's name was then changed to Positora, which means to set down, to land and pray. A church was also built on this site and ensigned by Father Don Matteo, a possible eyewitness. After 9 months, the house moved to a forest that belonged to a lady named Loreto near a town called Recanati. After spending 8 months in this location between 1295 and 1296, the house moved again to a farm on Mount Prodo. This farm belonged to 2 brothers, the Antisis. After 4 months around 1296, the house moved for the final time to a public road on Mount Prodo, where it remains to this day. 3 churches were built as testimony, including the Santa Maria di Loreto Basilica, that stand as testimony to the fishermen who witnessed the house in flight. The house's dimensions align with the foundation that remain in Nazareth. The mortar used in the building of the house is the original mortar that could only be found in the area of the Palestine and Nazareth at the time, this dispelling the idea of the first story. And since Mary was the mother of Jesus, it is absolutely certain that he would never allow his Blessed Mother's home to be deconstructed and reconstructed only to be given as a wedding gift. He would not allow such a desecration. Therefore, by logic, it is reasonable to say that truly God's hand was at work here. It is not a matter of how the house came to rest in Italy, though. It is more about the significance of it. That the fact remains this was Blessed Mary's home where the Annunciation took place, where Jesus entered his mother's womb, where the greatest miracle took place. Mary, the chosen one. It only makes sense that her home and the site of such a miracle would be preserved.